gorgeous day today. We were in shorts today. I thought the guys paid really close attention. This is a day of not as physical, but a lot of teaching. And I thought they did a good job of that. We got a lot of kicking game also done, so it was a good day. So I'll take any questions at this time.
Kevin George, did he make it in?
Yeah, he's here. He was supposed to be here a day ago, but there was flooding in New Orleans and he couldn't fly out. So he got in. He's out there. He wasn't able to practice today. They got to finish the physical stuff, but he should be able to go full speed, go tomorrow. So we have to do the acclimation days where he'd be in shorts and all that, but he's here. So it's good. We're excited about him being here. Good looking tall corner.
I know you've got to see him actually out on the field, but do you see him fitting in well with that competition and competing?
Yeah, I do. You know, he's a little bit behind right now, but we've got a long season, so we'll see how. The other thing is the way we're doing camp this year. In the past, we would have already had more practices pounded in, so this helps. He'll have some more time to have some more practices done, so that should help him also.
I saw some advanced analytics stuff about Philip Lindsay's catching ability last season, and he had among the lowest drops among any tailback in the country. Has that been a theme for him his whole career? Has that been something that you guys have developed over the past couple seasons?
Yeah, he's always had good hands because our quarterbacks can't ever throw it to him, Steven. He has excellent hands, and that's one of the reasons we're able to throw it to him. So he's trustworthy with it, and he can make a guy miss in space. And yeah, he's always had excellent hands. I recognize that the first day he was out here, when his knee finally was well, how well he could catch. It's so natural.
What kind of dimension does that give your offense when you're able to put a guy out in the flat who you can trust with the ball?
It gives us a huge dimension because he can catch the ball in the flares, in the flat. We can get him down the middle. We actually can spread him out in some empty sets and run routes. So it gives us an excellent advantage there.
Just in terms of what he did last season, looking at his film, do you know if there's any specific areas that he's really focused on this offseason and trying to more well-round his game, prepare himself for the next level?
Right. What he's done is he's gotten more powerful in his legs. His squat went up, I think, over 50 pounds, and he was already up high. And so I see a little more explosion. I see a little bit more speed just in the naked eye. He's improved his body, which will help him stay more durable and have a few more explosive runs. He had some last year. I don't think many people thought he could run that fast, and he just kept working and working and working. And I think it's just because he's overcome that knee over a while, and he's back to top notch and able to keep pushing.
So far in the camp, where has Montez progressed from last year to you? Where have you been most impressed with what he's been doing so far with his team?
Well, Stephen, he improved from the first fall to the next fall, the spring to the spring. He's done an excellent job. He's throwing it well, competing well, and I think that he just understands the offense better. There's some things that we like that he does that we've added to our offense that we feel like he can, in the passing game, that he can do a lot better.
Do you see it? Do people seem to gravitate more towards him on offense and like looking at him as a leader, as the guy that's right, and he's the guy who can help them learn the offense better?
Yeah, I mean he knows it. All our quarterbacks are really bright. Coach Lingard does a great job of preparing them all, and he prepares them all the same way because in one snap somebody else could be in there, like happened to Stephen last year. He was ready to roll. But I think the thing that he's been able to do is he's in much better shape. He's throwing the ball better. He's running better. So I think he's just elevated his game another level, which the guys believe in him, and he believes in what he does, and he's just got to go do it now.
Got a lot of first-year players coming into the program, finishing up summer school,
trying
to figure out the balance between classwork and playing college football.
Right.
What kind of systems do you guys have in place to kind of ease that transition? Because recently Josh Rosen had some comments out at UCLA about the challenge of doing both. So I'm wondering, as a program, you're trying to help these guys. What do you try to do to ease that transition and make it possible?
Well, one of the things that we do is we start a bridge program with our freshmen that come in early. And that's a true orientation. We don't just come in and take a class and they're on their own. We wake them up at 7 in the morning and they have bed check at 11 o'clock at night in the summer. And so we're teaching them everything A through Z that could happen to them, good and bad in college, all the academics, everything that goes along with that. So we bring them in that way. And then our kids go to school year round and we have them on track to graduate in 3.5 years. So we spread it out, and certain times they can have certain, like if a guy has a tough time in math, we try not to put math during the fall. We try to put it in the spring. We've got a little bit more time. He's not as traveling every weekend and all that type of thing. So we have a lot of things in place. Our academic staff does a phenomenal job. We've had the highest APR they've ever had in the history of the school the last few years, biggest graduating classes. So we're retaining our guys, and they're staying after it. So We have a whole year-round process, and it's really a 4-year plan. And then if they get done in 3.5 years and they have a redshirt year available, they can get a master's or they can get a second major, that type of thing.
Do you think people appreciate how hard these guys have to work, though? I mean, to that point of it?
I don't think they completely understand it. I really don't. I don't think they realize it's 24/7, 365, all the pressure they're under, all the things they have to do. And they're 18-year-old kids when they get here. And 18-year-old kids are knuckleheads sometimes. I never was. That's a joke, of course. But I think that just, you're trying to raise them, you're trying to help them, you're trying to help them grow and work with them. And then they start maturing and understanding it. They do have to realize that they're a student and an athlete. You can't really separate the two. People say you can, but you really can't. They're a student and an athlete, so they have to put in a full-time student and a full-time athlete to be successful at this level. And that's also going to teach them about life, because when they get out, they can't just be they have a job, they're going to have a family, they're going to be a father, they're going to have a lot of other things they're going to be pulling on, and I think this really teaches them that well, and really teaching them about time management to be successful.
Coach Mac, question from feedtheherd.com. What is your favorite dessert food?
My favorite dessert food is Sweet Cow banana chocolate chip ice cream.
Oh, delicious.
Yes, delicious. Good question, Feed the Herd.
Sweet Cow.
You've never been to Sweet Cow?
No.
Oh, you guys, oh man.
Well, I've been someplace you guys have been to, okay?
All right. Sweet Cow, you got to go to Sweet Cow.
Okay.
It's unbelievable. There's one in Boulder, there's one in Louisville, there's one in Denver now, down on Pearl Street in Denver. I kind of know where they all are. That's a shame. I should know where they all are.
I seen it.